What's up, everybody? This is Batsman Fan. Got in some comics today from CGC, and I haven't looked at all of them yet. I've only pulled one out that had is personalized on it, so I'll explain that here in just a minute. But these are some comics that I got at the recent Comic-Con. They finally come in today. These are all CGC Signature Series. This is my first video to do as well. I've seen a lot of people doing videos, Mercer Not, We Love Comics, Detroit Madman. So all that's motivated me to start making my own videos of hauls and other things that I've got going on in the comic book world. So let's just dive right into it. I will tell you what I know about the comics, tell you if I'm surprised or not by the grading, and then just sort of go from there and tell you about the artist and a little bit about the comic on what I know. Okay, the first one is Batman Superman #1. This was signed by Greg Pak. I'm really, an 8.0. I'm really shocked by this. I thought this was a lot nicer comic than this. I would have thought at least a 9.2, but for some reason it hit way down there at 8.0. And I know that can happen sometimes. I believe I picked this book up from Half Price Books maybe, but it looked like it was in really nice shape. I was not expecting an 8.0, but Greg Pak was really cool. This is not the only autograph or signature series comic I got from Greg Pak, but man, I would have thought that would have been higher than an 8.0. So moving on, all right. This is a 9.8. This is the Batman Superman #20. It is the movie poster variant cover from The Fugitive. Just an awesome cover. I loved this cover. I'm even happier now that it's a 9.8. It was also signed by Greg Pak. Nice guy. Didn't say a whole lot, but hey, he was nice. He wasn't mean or rude or short or anything else. So a 9.8. Nice. All right, an 8.5. I knew this comic was not perfect. I had hoped for a little bit higher grade, but I just loved this cover. This cover was not a cheap cover for me to find and get, but Steve Epting signed it. Pretty nice guy. He also signed it down here for me in the opening, which I greatly appreciated. I hate it whenever they sign over stuff and everything else. So luckily there was that little bit of an opening there. But Steve Epting actually did this cover and he did the artwork. I just love this old throwback look to this Captain America #14. It's a beautiful cover. It'll display well. I would have hoped for a higher grade than an 8.5, but it just is what it is. Okay, outstanding. 9.8. This is a Secret Wars #1 variant. I just loved this variant whenever I saw it. I drove all over town trying to figure out where I could find this at. I think I ended up spending, I got a pretty good deal on this cover. I ended up spending in the high 30s or low 40s, somewhere like that. But I knew I had to have this cover, especially whenever Jim Chung was coming to town. I said, man, I need this. I got to find that cover now and see if I can't get him to sign it. He was awesome, man. I've got one other comic that should be coming up through here that was signed by him. Really nice guy. A lot of these comics today that are signed, they didn't charge any money for these signatures. They were just asking that you donate to the Hero Initiative. If you don't know what the Hero Initiative is, please take time to Google that and look it up, see what the Hero Initiative is all about. I made sure I donated for every signature that I was given. And he also, for doing this, he signed 2 books for me. And he also gave me, like, I think it's like a 16 by 20 inch print of the A-Force #1. Signed it for me, so I'm going to give that to my daughter. All right, the next one. Happy about that 9.8, and he was awesome too. He was a great guy. Ooh, outstanding. I did not think. Okay, now this is one of those. I cannot believe it hit a 9.8. I am so shocked it hit a 9.8. I looked for this book everywhere to try to find the nicest one I could find. And man, I cannot believe it hit a 9.8. Love this cover. It's got some personal meaning. But man, I just love this Jailhouse Rock, the cover. Amanda Connor, Jimmy, even Chad they were all very, very likable people, especially like Amanda and Jimmy. They were awesome to talk to. They looked like they were having a lot of fun out there. I had a Harley Bombshell cover I wanted to get signed to, but as you can tell, I've already spent a lot of money at this point. But man, I'm really shocked and surprised that this one hit 9.8. So on some of the other ones, I've been like, oh man, 8 or an 8.5. I can't believe it went that low. Well, I can't believe this one went that high, but hey, hooray for me. Ooh, nice. Another good grade. This Bob Layton was a trip, man. I love this cover. This is Iron Man 150. He did the part of the cover and artwork for this. A 9.0. I just love it, man. Iron Man, Doctor Doom facing off. He signed right there on Doctor Doom. So Layton was man. There's no really other way I can explain Bob Layton than he was funny, doesn't take himself too seriously. He went on with other people waiting in line. He's just, man, he is awesome. If you ever get the chance to meet Bob Layton, please take the opportunity. He was funny, hilarious, and it was a good time. Okay, the next one. All right, Iron Man 126. Love this cover. I thought this would have scored a little bit higher than an 8.0, but I'm happy with an 8.0. This is Iron Man 126. It's another John Romita Jr. and Bob Layton cover and art. Bob Layton signed for me right down there. 8.0, I'm happy with that. That's an awesome cover. It'll display nicely. 8.0, no shame in that. I'm not the original owner of this comic. This was one that I bought as well as this other one, Iron Man 150. I bought those online, so hey, that's not bad for a sight unseen. Okay, let's see what the next one is. X Factor number 5. Bob Layton also signed this one for me. The reason X Factor number 5 is important, and I had it signed, it's the first appearance of Apocalypse and a cameo. He's on the last page. I also have X Factor number 6. It's not a real high grade, and it's not signed, but I at least have the X Factor number 6, his actual first quote-unquote appearance. It's still confusing to me. What makes a cameo? What makes a first appearance? I mean, I understand it, but it's just like, come on now. It's the first time they showed up in a comic. Why has it got to be the cameo? But hey, it is what it is. 8.0, I'm happy with that. I think it'll display well. I've got 2 of these now. I have one that's graded. That's just a regular CGC. And then I have this CGC SS. All right, the next comment. Outstanding for me again. All right. I keep, this is one that I hand-picked out. So this is A-Force number 1. This is not for me as much as it is for my daughter. A-Force 1 is made up of all female characters. It's just a beautiful cover. This is another Jim Chung cover, and he was an awesome guy. I really enjoyed getting to meet him. I've got one other comment. Let's see. Yeah, there's no more back in there behind that. It is, and I'll just show it to you. It's personalized, so I'll just show you what it is. It is, it's Batman 66 number 1. It's signed by Adam West and Burt Ward. Excuse me, Adam West and Burt Ward. You can see Burt Ward's signature right there, and you can see Adam West right there. So that was awesome. Burt Ward and Adam West were really cool. I will say that Adam West, he personalizes everything. It just so happens my daughter loves watching the Batman 66 show, so I had it personalized to her. Adam West, though, he pretty much was focusing. He had a lot of people in his line. He was really focusing on just, doing the autographs, moving on about. It wasn't rude, wasn't mean, but you could just tell he was really focusing on doing that. Burt Ward, on the other hand, though, my gosh, he was awesome. He sat there and talked to me for a few minutes. Just seemed like an extremely nice guy. I really, really enjoyed getting to meet Burt Ward. Adam West was also, that was pretty cool. I believe his handler, if you will, is his son. So he was the one that got me squared away on, okay, who's this, Adam only signs personalized stuff. So who does it need to be made out to? So anyways, Burt Ward, Adam West, that was really cool to meet two icons, and Burt Ward was phenomenal to talk to. So this is my first major. I had Stan Lee sign something for me at the Comic-Con last year. He signed, I believe it's Tales of Suspense 45. I think it's like the third appearance of Iron Man, but it's the first appearance of Pepper Potts and Happy Hogan. I don't have that comic with me right now, or I'll show you that one, but Stan Lee was awesome to meet as well. But that comic I had found in an antique shop, just tucked away. I think it graded out like a 4.0 or something like that, but I was just happy to find it. It was just buried in behind some stuff, so I was happy to find it. Then the fact that I got Stan Lee to sign it was incredible as well. So anyways, I should have one more set of packages coming from CGC sometime here in the future. I will make sure that I also shoot another video of that. Should be some stuff that I had Neil Adams sign. I've got 3 different comics that I had Neil Adams sign for me. He was pretty cool to meet too. So anyways, thank y'all very much for watching. Hopefully I'll have a lot more videos coming up in the future. Thanks to everyone who shares their knowledge and shares their experiences on YouTube. That's like I said, We Love Comics is who I follow a lot. Mercenaut, Detroit Madman, and I'm sure there's some others that I'm just forgetting, but those guys do a lot of hard work, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much. This is Batsman Fan, and thanks for watching.